All right, well, good evening, Dregs. And on behalf of the DGA Tour, the Dreg Golfers Association Tour, I'd like to welcome you to what is this the presentation for the 2019 Dreg Invitational, taking place on the 22nd of March 2019 at Concord Golf Course. So, why are we here? I mean, we're going to be crowning the Concord Classic champion. But before we get into that, and before you hear me rambling on, got a short video to get you hyped.
Can you not do it, man? Here it comes. My goodness. In your life have you seen anything like that?
So, there we go. I mean, in your life, have you seen anything like that? What a fantastic shot by Tiger there at the Masters. And it's a great shame. I just want to say, on behalf of the NHS, sorry to everyone who's got ill, because obviously that's not very nice at all. And things like this have to be cancelled. But that's politics beside. The Dreg Invitational. So welcome to Dreg Invitational. We've got our sponsors down at the bottom. I'll go through that later, and thank you very much to all of them. As I said before, why are we here? Well, we're going to be crowning the 2019 Dreg Invitational Concord Classic champion. You can see the picture here, a couple of golfers, and that question mark, I mean, that could be anyone. That could be you. I'm speaking to you. And you'll be able to lift the coveted and extremely expensive trophy that I've actually got in front of me now. Obviously, I won't have it for much longer, or I might actually have it for quite a bit longer, depending on who wins. And well, you don't just get a trophy. One of the competitors, I think you should call him, Mr. Wiesman, is proudly donating his green jacket. So you'll be getting a jacket that looks just like that too. Obviously with DGA logos on instead of the Masters. So, I mean, we had about 400 submissions to enter the tournament. Such as its prestige, despite it being the first year. But I had to narrow it down to a simple trough of 33. I mean, people from all over the place. Names you'll recognise, like Virar Shah, the Glaswegian, and names you might not recognise like Unknown and Ollie. The take up has been fantastic. I mean, we've got Yanis coming all the way from Canada just for the weekend. Dave's coming from Newcastle. Dan is coming from his base. We've got Abubka from the Wirral, Oscar from the Wirral. James is coming all the way from the red light district in Amsterdam. And Xander from Sheffield. Eden, he'll come from under the thumb and he'll get out. So that'll be fantastic. So you can see you've got Chubbs and Happy here on the right. Any of you can guess what film that's from, you can tee off first on Saturday. So every team has at least one sub 20 handicap player. So a low handicapper. Anyone under 20, we're going to consider that a low handicap. So quite an advanced and experienced golfer. And then each team has at least two maximum handicap players. So they're players that, I mean, they're shanking it on with a putter, that sort of level off the hosel on a putter. People who are getting tens on the 9th at Concord, which is, if you don't know, is quadruple fairway hole. And it's almost impossible not to get a birdie. So that's the way the season's going to work. So team 1, we've got Mr. Rowe, Zane, XT, BT, and Mr. Wiesman. Team 2, we've got the two of the London Dregs, Mr. Kelly and Mr. Ruff. I mean, speaking of Mr. Kelly, his drives are going to be considerably shorter than the bombs that Mr. Muscle Ruff is hitting. So that will be good to see. And we've got Mr. Morgan as well, who is a fantastic golfer. He actually had brain surgery, and he was a max handicapper, and now he plays off 2. So that's what medicine can do for you. And Mr. Rowney as well. You saw in that short clip, he's hitting that driver very well, right out of the sweet spot in the middle. Team 3, we've got Jim or Yanis, probably Yanis though, Shez, Pete, and Abuka. And then Team 4, we've got Mike Lee, the people's golfer, the honest golfer. Ollie, I've got a friend called Ollie. He's a golfer. Eden Bodkin, and Joseph Kalecki. So they're the teams. So we know the teams. We know what we're playing for. We know why we're playing. But what format are we playing? I hear you ask. Scramble. So you might have heard of this before, but essentially each player hits a tee shot and you pick the best shot and play that ball, and you repeat until the hole's finished. So say we're playing the first hole at Concord, about 280 yards downhill. I hit my drive about 20 yards past the hole. Eden hits his to 5 feet. Mike then nails his with about 150 yards in. We'd pick Eden's ball because he's got 5 feet for eagle, and we'd just put that, and hopefully we'd come away with a par. So everyone has a go at putting. So the good thing about this is as you can see here, this is just taken from Golf Digest, the facade of a contest. So that's good to see. And then an atmosphere. So they're two good things, and what you've really got to look forward to. So a little bit more on the scramble. I've got a video here. It's with Kevin from the US office. I don't watch it personally, but I heard it's quite funny. I'll turn that down. So they play a scramble video. Sorry, scramble hole. Oh, we don't like that. No.
Oh my God.
So,
Pat's feeling confident.
if you're still
How
with
you
me,
feeling
yeah.
here? Everyone else that you saw was in celebrities. This. We'll take that all day, please.
So it's the first hole, and they all hit a tee shot. Okay.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah, Pat. That's an aggressive line too. I like that.
They all hit a tee shot.
What? Good ball. Shot.
That's a good ball.
Might be too far.
So again,
Yes,
hits his tee shot. I think these
Yes.
fellas can
Go,
play
go,
golf
go,
as
go,
well.
go.
So
We're gonna have to watch that all day long.
Nice
really
shot,
shouldn't
dude.
expect anything like this.
Ooh, a grunt.
Yeah, and they're hitting
Good
a big
grunt.
ball. They're hitting a
We
big,
play
big
our ball from here on in, ladies and gentlemen. If we can do that on every single hole, we have a shot.
We pounded 5 drives. I mean, it's just matter of which great ball do we want to
Right,
hit.
so they have
Try to get as
5
many birdies
drives.
as possible, and maybe. What do we got?
I got 100. One bill.
Then they choose. So they choose
100
the
yards, says
best
the
ball. They
caddy.
got 100 yards in, and they all hit a shot.
Spin, spin,
Yeah, zip,
spin,
zip,
spin.
zip.
Oh, it's fun, but
I tried to pull Phil Mickelson spinning on the back of
Get up.
I think that's there. That's there.
Nice shot. All right, birdie putt. Yeah.
And if you haven't been to Concord, it looks like this, but better.
That's a great swing. Come on.
Sit.
Too
So
deep?
They all hit their
Spin.
shots,
that's fine.
I
and
did a
then
good shot in here. He's got about 15 yards. I got about 10. And then you got Rusty up top. Someone's going to roll one in here. Trickle? Good little trickle. That looks really good. Come on! Oh! Great roll.
and then they all put
Oh!
something like that,
Go!
and that's a bird.
Let's go!
So you get the idea. That's the form we're going to do. It's just done a bit of research, and that seems like the best thing to do. Oh no, I don't want to do that. And then finally, just a thank you to our sponsor, so University of Sheffield. I know quite a few of us are alumni there. I'm a current student. They reached out and have been fantastic. So they provided us with free Pop-Tarts tickets, which are wonderful, but it's now cancelled, so that's great. Free bar, 1 burger, and all we've got to do is really, when we're there and we're out, all we've got to do is just really endorse the university. Colgate, superb. Didn't think I'd get them on board. I reached out to I didn't think, because they were a big fish, reached out to a smaller company, GSK, but they couldn't sponsor due to something about corporate responsibility. Didn't really understand what they were talking about, but we got Colgate on board. I mean, happy faces, happy smiles, great toothpaste. Not much more I can say about that. Thank you very much, Colgate. Nucleus Global, I'm not sure what they do. NHS England speaks for itself. Just a wonderful establishment. I think a few of us at the tournament have actually worked for them. Just saving lives. Just literally just saving lives. Can't ask more than that. PwC, not a clue what they do, but thank you nonetheless. Wallace Health, awful name for a company, but thank you for your sponsorship. University of Liverpool, they're actually affiliated with one of the competitors, so thank you for him for bringing them on board. And then the RNLI as well, which is a fantastic charity. They go out on boats and rescue people who have come into danger in the water. Very silly people. But the RNLI are there for them nonetheless, and they'll help them out, and they save literally dozens of lives every year. But they need money, so if you could donate to them, please do. Alright, I think that's all I've got for you folks. So thank you very much, and I will see you very soon.